You have the opportunity to being rotated. We are very flexible in that sense. It's not just rotated within your streams.
Yeah.
For example,
Yeah, you're an
I
example.
graduated with ACCA. I was in business development and I was doing trading risk, and now I'm in HR.
Yeah.
So we have so many of our examples of people within the organization that has that.
Yeah.
And I feel that us being so diverse and so big is a very interesting organization to work for.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the GRADUAN Go podcast. I'm Nada Marie and I'm here with Puan Shahrizan from SD Guthrie. She is the Chief Human Resources Officer. Thank you, Puan Jan, for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting us.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
That's great. Maybe how we'll start off this session, we're going to delve into the topics of building a culture of care, innovation, and growth. Which is, I think, essential in every organization. So let's find out a little bit more about how SD Guthrie does it. But before that, could you please introduce yourself a little bit more?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Shahrizan. As Nada mentioned, I'm CHRO of SD Guthrie. And I've been with the company for more than 25 years.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm very proud of that. Hence, I mentioned it.
Yeah. Congratulations. And so for today, I think we wanted to talk a little bit more about SD's culture of care, innovation, and growth.
Right.
I'm sure those are one of the, some of the reasons why you stayed for so long and, are thriving inside the organization. So I would like to find out, as the CHRO of a company that operates in 12 countries, how does SD Guthrie prioritize fostering a culture of care while effectively balancing innovation and also growth?
Yeah. So, in an organization which is huge like ours, it's very essential for us to have a proper purpose. Yeah. If you don't give them a proper purpose, they will run amok in their decision making and the things that they do.
Okay.
And in SD Guthrie, we have a purpose called care to nourish, dare to flourish.
Okay, that's
and
nice.
And we feel that actually holds us together.
Together.
That's right. And if you are talking about a thriving organization, a thriving culture, when you speak about care, when you speak about innovation, and you speak about growth, it comes together. It's essentially intertwined, and you cannot take one above the other.
Yeah.
So, if I may talk about in terms of our culture of care, we exercise listening. We really engage with the employees, and we listen, and we want to know what they want in an organization. That is the caring part of it. So when you talk about the purpose statement, care to nourish, we nourish the employees by giving them training and development.
I see.
So we listen to what they want, and we actually nurture them, if you like, nurture by giving them training, and by doing that, we actually allow them space to flourish.
Yeah.
So if you talk about innovation is actually one of the main key pillars of our organization. So we have three. So innovation, sustainability, and operational excellence.
Okay.
And we feel for us to grow, we need to innovate. And in an organization like ours, which is a plantation company, we are very much labor intensive. And innovation is actually one of our key process that we want to actually get it up. And we want to automate and mechanize and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So how we innovate is the training that we give, we focus on the innovation part of it. So we talk about data translators. They have Power BI, so they have a question corner every week where they can ask innovation questions and stuff like that. So, and when we talk about we want to grow the employees, right? Once you nurture them, they will be the dare
naturally,
to flourish
right? Yeah.
part will come in. The
Yeah.
second part of our purpose statement.
Yeah.
And naturally, they will be taking risks, they will be creative, and they will be innovative.
Yeah.
So that is the second part of it. And when we talk about growing, we allow our people to actually be flexible. We give them flexi hours.
Yeah.
They dress very casually because I was told that the youngsters, their brain power gets better when
They are
you
comfortable.
allow them to be in
Express themselves.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right, exactly. So that's how we do it in our organization.
That's good because, I mean, the three topics, right? Care, innovation, and growth. A lot of people think that they function in silo, but they don't.
They don't.
They have to work together in order for it to actually work.
Exactly.
And it has worked in SD Guthrie, that's why you are continuing to focus on these.
Yeah.
Why is it important for organizations to prioritize care and well-being in the organization? And do you have special programs that you have implemented to drive this?
Yeah. So it is very, very important because we are, when you prioritize care, they feel like they are at home even when they are at work.
Correct.
So there is no such thing as the old thinking of you come to work very formal and you have to do your work and you go back and you have a life.
Yeah.
You know, that's not the way it is anymore.
Correct.
And by giving care in the workplace, they feel comfortable enough. It's a safe space for them, and they will be able to contribute better. So how we do it in the office is we have various programs, but what I would like to talk about most is work integration.
Okay.
So we talk about work-life balance, right? But for us, it's about work integration. What do I mean? We have a gym, and we have a music room. Last year, we just did up a very nice music room, soundproof and all. So what we do is you can during lunchtime or if your boss is agreeable when you're so stressed up, you can go to the gym and you get to actually release your stress and go back to work. So that is one thing that we do. I think we do quite well. The other thing is we have programs such as only 2 weeks ago we had Battle of the Bands.
Oh, wow.
And Battle of the Bands is something which is an employee engagement that we cook up, I think, about 3 years ago, right after the pandemic, And we thought that because we are so big, we are so diverse, you bring everyone together. So we brought people from Papua New Guinea.
It's a
So we brought the band from Papua New Guinea, from South Africa, from Thailand, and from Europe, and they all actually come together
to compete.
And but the best thing about it is we had our South Africa team was the last one.
Yeah.
And they didn't have many supporters because they are from South Africa, right?
Yeah.
Everyone was on their feet, dancing and cheering them.
That's
So
so
the
nice.
team spirit is there,
and
the sense of belonging, which is very important to us.
Regardless of which country they're from, because they all belong to.
That's right.
SD
They're all
Guthrie.
SD Guthrie.
Yeah.
SD Guthrie.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's about you get what you give, right? Once the organization gives that care, naturally the team will return it, and I'm so touched to find out that it's actually a global competition and everyone is supporting each other. So that's really cool that you have, and you reinforce the tagline. So I wanted to find out, what role do leaders play? Because we've touched on the organization, we've also touched on the team. But as leaders of the organization, how do you, for example, promote and cultivate a culture within your team and the rest of, since you're in HR, right? For everyone to feel empowered to innovate, take risks, and grow.
Yeah. So when you talk about culture of care, leaders is everything. You don't talk about culture, a caring culture, if your leader doesn't show that they care. So I would say role modeling is very important. Leadership by example is the other thing that we should think about when we talk about culture of care. And in our office, in our organization, the leaders are given training. They are actually taught about psychological safety, how you actually show empathy, for you to actually allow your team to actually have a safe space. I keep on talking about safe space because to me that is one very key thing for you to allow. When you talk about innovation, when you talk about taking risk, that is a very key thing, because your team will not take risks if you don't allow them to make mistakes.
Correct.
Right? So in our culture of care, we have these behavioral activities that we want. So what we say is, okay, you want to put up your hand to say, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
And as a leader, you should be able to see that, okay, you are trying to do new things here. You are trying to be creative. So this mistake, I'm going to allow it because this is part and parcel of you doing the job. But of course, you cannot make so huge a mistake.
Yeah.
There must be some thought process into it.
Of course.
Well, so when it's done properly and you still make a mistake, we see you. We know that this is part of you growing.
Yeah.
So that is something, as a leader, we should be able to have it within us. And the other thing is, of course, engagement. Employees, what is the first thing that they want to be seen? So they want to be recognized.
Yes.
You can say, employees go to a company because they want a good salary.
Yeah.
To some extent, yes, but you cannot
That's not the only
keep
thing.
on giving them high salary, right?
Yeah.
So the next thing is recognition. So by you giving them positive feedback, or rather any feedback or constructive feedback, they will realize that, you are telling me, you are seeing my what I'm trying to do here. You are looking at my progress and you want me to be better.
Yeah.
So that is also something that we really want to incorporate, or rather we are incorporating within SD Guthrie. We do use Workday, which is an HR system. So it's all integrated, and within Workday we have a feedback space.
Okay.
So you can anyone can just go and give a feedback on, say, your colleague or your staff. And
do you receive some feedback?
Oh yes, I did. I do.
Okay. I mean, it's good. That means that they feel comfortable enough to share that.
Right. And it should be both ways, right? Up
correct.
and down.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. I like how you say it starts off with the leader, because role playing and leading by example is very crucial, because if not, then it's just one way.
That's right.
Okay. I wanted to ask, so you've touched on a lot of things within the organizations. Do you have mentorship or leadership programs or initiatives that contribute to the culture of care, innovation and growth?
So yes, we have both. We have both leadership and mentorship. So I would put it into three main categories.
Okay.
One is our executive learning, where our talent and our successors, we put them through very rigorous training and development, and leadership program that is circling against our leadership competencies.
Okay.
And by having these leadership competencies, we make sure that you have the emotional intelligence, you have the strategic thinking and understanding of how you deal with your team and stuff like that. That is on executive learning. So it's a very big module. They do it over, I think, above 6 months, and they learn about both technical and soft skills.
Okay.
Mentorship program, we have quite a few levels.
Okay.
So from the junior to the middle and the senior, everyone has got mentorship program, and this is very vital, because I'm not sure whether everyone realize that having mentors open doors for you. Yeah. So when you have mentors, not only they can let you go to the right place or take you to the right place, they can also connect you to the right people.
Correct.
So it's very important, and for us, mentorship program is also about the people being coached on how to go about their day-to-day.
So it's a formal program within the organization?
It is a formal program.
Oh, wow.
Again, it's locked into our Workday system.
Yeah.
And what they speak about, it can be both personal and professional.
Yeah.
But it is being locked on in the sense of what do you want to achieve from this
the objective
mentorship program.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of people, like you said, don't realize the value of having a mentor, or you just take it for granted.
Exactly.
But you don't fully capitalize this resource that you have. So it's really cool that the organization then formally encourages the team to actually do it lah.
Yeah, so we have a formal one that we set up, and it's actually cross border. Because we are, as you mentioned,
you operate
earlier,
as one.
We are in 12 countries, right?
Yes.
So we have, say for example, we have our upstream plantation managers in Indonesia, and those in Malaysia. So we are very global in the sense that we actually rotate people, and the mentorship is also. You can be mentored by someone in Malaysia while you are in Indonesia or Papua New Guinea, and vice versa. And the other one that I really would like to mention is our Gap Accelerated program.
Yes.
So this is something that I think
we worked together
with you, right?
Correct.
From the very beginning.
Yeah.
And we are now in the cohort 5.
Wow, has it been?
Yes, and it's been very successful.
Yes.
Because these are our second liner for our talent pool. And they are being mentored within that 2 years, given seniors, really senior management as their mentor to actually accelerate their development
journey. I've actually, had the opportunity to meet some of them, and I think they're such brilliant young talents.
They are amazing.
Yeah, and you also have some from overseas that are stationed in Malaysia,
so
right?
It's an international gap program. That's right. Yeah.
So
those from overseas that we brought, they have gone back and they are contributing to the companies.
Yeah. So anybody interested, there's the GAP program. There's a lot of opportunities available in SD Guthrie. Okay, so we've spoken on all the, the good things, the nice stuff about the programs and everything, but I'm very sure that in order to achieve these, targets and objectives, there has been challenges, I'm sure. Could you address or highlight a few of the challenges in order to achieve this goal?
Exactly. We are a company with more than 85,000 employees.
Wow.
Yeah. And one of the challenges of being big is, of course, communication.
Yeah.
And making sure everyone is engaged. And it is a real challenge for us.
Yeah.
But we try to address it by having champions.
Okay.
So we have culture champions, we have change management. We try to bring as much as possible from the very top to the very bottom. We try to engage everyone. Communication is key.
Yes.
So we have various communication ways of doing it. So we do have, for example, mobile TVs that we have to actually communicate about our culture of care. We have
so that it's consistent throughout,
consistently,
right?
so they keep on seeing it at their workplace. And we have emails that we actually we call it culture email, where you can just talk about mental wellness. You can talk about what are the activities that we do, and we also have town halls. So we do that quite a lot because it's very essential for us. The main thing is being able to actually get them to know what we are doing. It's very, very important for them to know that what we have up here as our strategy and what they are doing down there is actually interconnected.
I've learned that as well. That before we do something, we must always express this to the whole team, so everyone knows that they're working towards the same thing. And every individual is important, and they each play a very strong part for SD Guthrie to achieve your the targets, right?
Hence why our purpose statement is very, very important. Because that is like a North Star. So you in a company, what is the most important? Of course, I won't say anything else, but profit is key, right? So when everyone is so busy chasing profits, sometimes you lose yourself, and you lose what is the objective of
it's
the
not
company.
Intentional, but sometimes because you just focus
you're so focused in
Yes.
meeting your KPIs, right?
Correct.
So by having that purpose statement, care to nourish, dare to flourish, it keeps on bringing you back. It brings you back. You know, you have to nurture the people, you have to develop them, and you have to give back.
Because you won't
You have to
reach
give
that
back.
target
That's right.
without everyone.
That's right.
So
you
it's
bring everyone with you with that purpose statement.
Correct. It's a nice statement, like you said. It, I think it covers both angles.
That's right.
Yeah. So, looking to the future, I just wanted to know, like you said, you've been in the organisation for 25 years. You've, I'm sure, seen it. All sorts of things has, and it's so cool that you've actually gone full circle and now are in this position to lead the human capital part, right? I wanted to ask, how do you see the culture of care, innovation and growth further evolving in the workplace as we, move to the future? And what should companies focus on to stay ahead and to continue this? Because the working world keeps changing. People in times, it has, I'm sure, evolved so much from the time you joined and now. What else can companies do, and also what can you expect from SD Guthrie?
It's very funny you ask the question, because if you look at pre and post COVID, our target and our focus is very, very different. Previously, you are happy to just come in 8 to 5 and then you go back and that's it, you do it over and over again. But since COVID, people are very, very aware about the need for mental health.
Correct.
So it's not just about physical health, but it's also about their mental health.
Yes.
And if you're talking about now and moving forward, to me that is very important. Wellness for the community and within your organization, making sure that we take care of their mental health is also very important. So, and of course, again, providing them a safe space, which is psychological safety, right?
Correct.
To me, these three are key in us getting a community who are engaged and will innovate and grow with us. And having said that, there are a lot of activities that we are doing within our own company for that. We are acknowledging the need for mental wellness, and we have Naluri, who we work together with. So if they have problems and they feel not comfortable coming to their colleagues or their friends, they actually go to Naluri to speak. They have that opportunity. And it's totally PNC. It's totally confidential. And the other thing that we're doing now is mental health aider.
Okay.
So you have a first aid aider, right?
Yes,
you need to know. But mental health aider is actually a certificate.
This is the first time I've heard this.
It's a certification, and you actually go for the program, and you are a certified mental health aider, meaning you look at the person, you could actually see the symptoms, and you know that this person need help. So maybe I can reach out, or someone can reach out, someone close can go to someone close, and can you reach out to this person? So that is very key, because nowadays I feel that things are very stressed out. And for our organization, we still practice flexi hours. Working from home is still very much within our organization. Of course, if you are in a refinery or factory, you cannot do that, also, right? But if you are in our head office and all, it's very much still there. No matter what people say, some of them have come back to work, but for us, it's still very much there. So you need to provide the right space. You need to give them the comfort that when they come to work, they are happy, they are engaged.
I think it's a proactive move that you are doing, like with this mental health
mental health aider.
Mental health aider,
That's right.
Because it's like some people might not know or realize it until it's too late.
Right.
So these people can actually identify, and it's all in order to achieve a happy and committed team, right?
So they don't realize they are depressed. Until it's too late. You're right. Until they have really spiraled down. And the other thing that we have already also done, which I mentioned quite a lot, is our purpose statement. So the younger generation always feel that they need, when they come into office,
Yes.
they are very I feel that it's very interesting that they know what they want.
Yes.
They know what they want, and they want to work for a company that they can believe in.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So having that purpose actually helped them to actually have a certain understanding of what we are striving for. Being able to tell them, we are part of Yayasan Sam Dabi, where we actually work towards the CSR and the wellness of the people as a whole. The community as a whole is also very important. So it's not just about making profit.
Yeah.
It's also about giving back.
Yeah. Working for an organization where your values and their values actually align, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's really important to the new generation of, the young talents these days.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's a very caring company that while you are doing all these initiatives, it also is a place to grow.
Yeah.
And I love how you are innovating the part of the business that's very hands-on, you said, because that's the nature of your industry.
That's right.
So I think that's where technology comes into play. So anybody would be so lucky to be part of SD Guthrie.
Yeah. So if I can just add a little bit, So about being innovative is very, very important for us.
Yeah.
The government is actually challenging us, right? They are challenging us in saying that you are so labor intensive, you are using so many foreign workers.
Yes.
How are you going to do to actually reduce that?
Correct.
And that is something that we are really taking into it. We are looking at, coming out with machines, our own machines, done by our own people.
Wow.
Who actually come up with, how to improve, how to upgrade your work on the field. So that it's not just, for example, people picking up loose fruits.
Yeah.
How do you do it? There are ways you can actually mechanize and stuff like that. So we are really, really building people to think.
Yeah.
We have a robotics department.
Yeah.
And that is... People hear plantation as it's not sexy, but actually we are quite modern in the sense that we are actually a leader in that perspective.
And I think it's so cool that the ones developing these things are from within, because then you know the actual scenario, what needs to be done, and that's when you get the best people to work on it. So well done, congratulations.
Thank you.
It sounds like a very interesting organization to be part of and everything. I just wanted to ask, just before we end, if you have any last words or advice to give the job seekers or the talents these days, with regards to the topic that we're talking about.
Yeah. So the interesting part about our organization is we are a GLC. We are a GLC, yes, but we are also very much global. So you have the opportunity to being rotated. We are very flexible in that sense. It's not just rotated within your streams.
Yeah.
For example,
you're an example.
I graduated with ACCA. I was in business development and I was doing trading risk, and now I'm in HR.
Yeah.
So we have so many of our examples of people within the organization that has that.
Yeah.
And I feel that us being so diverse and so big is a very interesting organization to work for.
Yeah. I definitely second that, Puan Jan. So once again, thank you everyone for tuning in. If you're interested to have a little bit more of listen with Puan Jan, do tune in to Aspire Plus. Come join us on the 30th of November, and you can actually meet Puan Jan there. She will be speaking at one of the panels.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.